guys, I'm Heather, and I'm the oldest. And she's the emotional one.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Pollyanna, 1 second. I'm gonna pee.
Hey guys, I'm Ben. I'm the middle child.
And he's the practical one.
Oh, I'm pragmatic. I take my favorite song and I'm willing to cut it.
Ew, get off the cross. You're not the only one who did that. I'm Beth, and I'm the baby.
She's also the swing vote.
You had one job. What did you say? What did you say? What came out of your mouth?
Together, we make the Music List Podcast. Welcome back to the Music List Podcast. We have a barn burner going on. I got to tell you, we've got.
Oh my God.
We've got some wrong choices being made.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I said it. And we are currently, we've gone beyond debate at this point. We are now arguing. About the best 5 front men. We're talking males. We are going to come back and do females later. I don't want to leave anybody out. We're not trying to be sexist. We are going to come back and hit the females later. But we're currently...
You're going to come back and hit.
Oh my God.
Look how PC we are. We're going to come back and hit the females. Wheels have come
For the record,
off. All right.
I didn't think anything of it. It was the females that laughed at that, not...
What are you trying to say? Are we too emotional?
I'm trying
We're
to
reading
say,
into things too much?
I'm trying to say that you were reading into things that weren't there. That's what I'm trying to say. But we are currently talking about who the best 5 male frontmen are in rock and roll history, and
It's a cluster. It's not
it
good.
has been it has been a rough and tumble conversation. We have listed 9 real quick. Beth, if you'll tell us who the 9 picks are, let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Ben chose.
She's salty.
I'm looking at the list.
All these flavors, and Beth chooses salty.
I do 99% of the time, and I won't play about that. I own it. So I'm gonna recap.
And then you say I'm the emotional one.
I'm not emotional. I'm looking at this. Y'all are not looking at the list like I am. So I'm gonna recap it.
I'm not looking at the list at all. I'm waiting for you to read.
I know. So if I've been trying to speak for the last couple minutes, and I'm going to recap this however I want to, okay? Thank you. So we have chosen 3 of our top 5. Robert Plant, Freddie Mercury, and Mick Jagger, we have decided are in the top 5 of the best frontmen in rock, the best male frontmen. And the ones that we have left to decide upon to fill the 2 spots that are left. Why it's a discussion, but here we go. We have the options of Chris Cornell and Bruce Dickinson. Ben chose those. Heather's options of David Lee Roth and Dave Grohl.
Solid.
And then my last remaining pick is Steven Tyler. So that's where we are.
Okay.
Now
so,
what?
let me ask this. Who's the best vocalist left on the list?
That's not the question we're answering.
I'm
Benjamin.
I'm going to ask a series of questions to guide the discussion.
Of course you are, because you're... Oh, my God.
I can't stand you right now. Who's the best vocalist on the list?
Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
Who's the second best vocalist on the list?
Steven Tyler.
No, Bruce Dickinson.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Steven Tyler's a strong number 3.
Whatever.
Okay. So, but here's what I'm trying to say. Listen, we can take Chris Cornell off the discussion because I will agree with you that from a style standpoint and a charisma standpoint, he doesn't stack up with the rest of the group.
Okay.
The one that I'm willing to go to battle for right now is Bruce Dickinson. That's the one I'm willing to...
In stereo.
That's the one that I'm willing to plant my flag for.
Okay, all right. I got one too, so let's do this.
Now, I would cut, my first cut would be Grohl.
I agree with that.
What?
I love, as much as I love Dave Grohl.
I mean...
Oh, wait a minute. So then...
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not ready to cut him yet. So
Hold on.
keep
No. Okay, hold on. Your last 2 choices left are David Lee Roth and Dave Grohl, and you're going to die on the hill for Dave Grohl over David Lee Roth for the best frontman.
I'm going to tell you that I think Dave Grohl is better than Steven Tyler. As
Oh
a
my
frontman.
God!
Yep.
You are out
I've
of your
seen
mind.
them both.
I disagree.
I've seen them both.
I
Have
don't
you
care.
seen them at all?
I don't care.
Have you seen them at all?
That's not. I don't
I've
care.
seen them both.
I'm gonna tell you again. I don't care because we have this great thing called YouTube.
Oh, well, excuse
So I can see whatever I need to see.
But here's
You
if
did you ever see
if I could put 4 and
Freddie
5.
Mercury live?
No.
Okay.
If I
then
could-
should we take him off the list because you haven't seen him
Ew,
live?
rude.
Okay, I'm right.
Anyway.
Thank you, Ben.
It's my turn. Okay. So if I could pick 4 and 5 in no particular
But
order,
you don't get to
I'm
pick 4 and 5.
I said if I could. My top 2 picks would be Steven Tyler and Bruce Dickinson. And not necessarily in that order. And here's why. Both of them vocally, of the ones that were remaining, since we've taken Chris Cornell out, I think they're the 2 best vocalists left on the list. I think from a style perspective, both of them are 1 and 2 on the style.
Bruce Dickinson is up there in the style.
Yeah, you lost me on that
The
one.
style charisma.
More than David Lee Roth.
I think David Lee Roth is gimmicky. I think he's childish. I think that when it comes to rock and roll,
Please send your hate mail to.
well, I think if I had to choose somebody to go bar hopping with, it's David Lee Roth, baby, all day. But if it's somebody that I wanted to pick up chicks with, it's not David Lee Roth.
Is it Bruce Dickinson?
He puts his pants on one leg at a time, and then after that, he makes gold records, baby.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He looks just like the crocodile hunter.
I hope not, because he looks in bad shape right now.
Oh, too soon. It will always be too soon.
No.
I think Iron Maiden certainly has a style. What's the Foo Fighters style?
Rock and roll. But I will give up.
rock and roll.
Boy, that's generic.
Shut up. I'll give Dave.
Yeah.
I'll give up Dave Grohl, even though that's ridiculous. But
Great. Okay. So now
okay.
we're getting somewhere.
But I will not give up David Lee Roth. I will not.
So. Okay, so now we're down to 3. We've got 3.
Here's
And
how
Steven
bad this
Tyler's
is.
sitting over there with his scarves and his essential oils.
Are you
going.
disparaging the name of Steven Tyler?
What?
Are you mocking
No,
him,
I'm
man?
just saying that
She's
he's
jaded.
not even. Oh God, shut up! He's just.
Oh,
He's. I'm just saying he's not in the conversation right now, and so we don't want to.
But they all have to be in the conversation right now.
So there's 2 spots
There's
for 3
2
people.
spots for
2
3
spots
people.
for 3 people, and
Cut
here's the
Bruce
kicker:
Dickinson.
is that
We all have one of them.
we all have one. So somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt.
I think I know who it is.
I
don't think it's
so
me.
too.
I just don't think he matches up vocally with it. He's so out of place with the other people vocally that we have on the list.
Okay, but I would argue that he is as strong charismatically as Bruce Dickinson
He
is
being-
strong. David Lee Roth
Okay.
is as strong charismatically as Bruce Dickinson is vocally.
Okay,
Oh boy.
let me say this. We do not have a conversation about who the best frontman is for Iron Maiden. We do not have a conversation about who the best frontman is for Aerosmith. But there is a conversation. Do you prefer
There
Sammy
hasn't ever
Hagar
been
or David Lee
another
Roth?
frontman
for those 2 bands.
We do not even know. We do not even know if David Lee Roth is the best frontman of Van Halen.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, I think there's a general consensus, but I mean, I don't think that we can.
Oh no.
They sound better with Sammy Hagar.
No.
Now, I like their
They
songs
sound different
better.
with Sammy Hagar.
I like their songs better. I like Panama and I like all that stuff better. They were more fun, but they were a much more polished, better band with Sammy Hagar.
But you can sit and listen to that in your house and enjoy the music. When you go to a show, you would rather watch David Lee Roth than Sammy Hagar.
And
Is
so
what I'm
you're going
saying.
to put that up against the theatrics of Iron Maiden.
You're watching Eddie. You're not watching Bruce Dickinson. I don't know.
So what I'm hearing is
I
that
vote David Lee Roth.
so what I'm hearing is that we're trying to decide between Bruce Dickinson and David Lee Roth, and Steven Tyler is over.
So Steven Tyler's in. He was on my list. I'm not too mad about it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with all with Steven
Great.
Tyler's number 5 on my list.
Okay, great.
So I mean, he's in my top 5. So the question then is Bruce Dickinson or David Lee Roth, and I just don't think David Lee Roth. I mean, yes, he wins the charisma battle, no question, but he is so. I don't want none of them.
Okay, if you're a groupie, if you're a girl on the front row, do you want to hook up with David Lee Roth?
Okay, well, first of all, you're talking about 2 totally different bands. You're talking Van Halen, which is kind of a hair metal hard rock band versus a metal band. And you don't, I mean, those are 2 different kind of, one hard rock is a sex object genre, and metal's not. Metal's different. Metal's a different, the purpose of metal is angst.
So
It's not,
Sometimes.
but that was the same reason that we cut Chris Cornell, was because grunge does not lend itself to that.
No, we cut Chris Cornell because grunge is absence of emotion at all.
No, it's not. Not at all.
Grunge is the world sucks. So I'm gonna sing about how bad I have
With
it.
all due respect,
Is it right?
you were listening to Alan Jackson at the time that all of those records were coming out.
I was also listening to Nirvana, and I was listening to a lot of stuff. I was listening to Oasis. I was listening to Dave Matthews Band. I was listening.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I know. Listen, there was a time when people thought that dude was one of the greatest frontmen of all time. Can you believe it?
No, he thought he was one of the greatest.
One of the
frontmen
Gallaghers?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That dude got trolled by Jay-Z. If you haven't seen that video, please go look it up. I have a proposition. Let's bring it back to science.
I'll make sure you get the first pick next time.
It's not
if you'll pick
Oh,
mine.
no,
No.
we're not doing
No,
that shady.
because I have
business.
integrity.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's like,
so
my
what I
guy
think-
made the list. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't
what's your
care.
scientific way to figure this out?
So to be honest with you, I can't remember all 9 of the criteria that I had before. Oh,
Mystique.
wait, hold on. But that's not good. Okay, so I have remembered 5 of them.
Okay.
Well, if I added Mystique, that would be 6, and we could have a tie. That's a problem. So
Okay.
style, sex appeal, voice, energy, and crowd command. If we can say who tops it on either one of these, and it's a 3 out of 5, and that's who makes the list.
No.
You're mad because
He ain't gonna win. That's
Yeah.
why he's mad.
it's science, man. It's for science.
Because so much of that goes into crowd control. I mean, some of them are the same.
No, not really.
I mean, style and sex appeal are so close.
They are not.
No.
They are not.
Yes.
They are not.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick Bruce Dickinson and his leather over the spandex of David Lee Roth.
Can Bruce Dickinson do a toe touch in his leather?
He can do the splits, man.
Not as well as David Lee Roth can, jumping off that platform.
I don't think you're giving Bruce Dickinson enough credit for his on stage antics.
No, I think he is a fantastic frontman.
Great. There we
Not
go.
as fantastic.
You heard
Not as fantastic as David Lee
So
Roth.
here's what I think. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm so anti David Lee Roth right now. I can't tell you.
I think you've got like some kind of personal beef. I mean,
He's an EMT now. He's saving lives.
yeah.
I just don't.
What did he
even-
do to you?
Which is so not.
I think it bothers me that somebody and I'm going to say it, weak vocally.
He's not
I don't think
weak
he's not weak
vocally.
vocally.
If he didn't go, then we would think he was weak vocally. And here's the problem. That's exactly what he sounds like on the album.
No,
That's
it is
it.
not.
That is it. That's what he does. And I just did it. I emulated to a T
Okay, but
perfectly what
Don't
he did.
make me sing "Run to the Hills."
that's what I was about to say. It sounds quite similar.
So, Listen, you guys, if y'all want to go ahead and put David, y'all are 2 votes to my 1. If y'all want to do it and be wrong,
What are you talking about?
but remember, this is going out onto the internet.
You're so ridiculous.
You will be remembered.
I was trying to bring it back to science.
Let's do
And
Beth's
y'all didn't want to do that.
experiment.
That's not
You didn't want to do it.
science. You don't even know what
okay,
the
it's
other
not
4
science.
things are.
It's math. Okay, so let's bring it back to math.
It's subjective.
Educator.
That's a subjective thing. That's not science.
It's better than let's just decide
That's
willy nilly. It's based on certain criteria.
What's your favorite
It's the
color?
rubric.
It's science. It's a
That
choice.
doesn't. What you said doesn't make any sense at all.
It makes perfect sense.
No.
It's like asking people, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite number? Oh, science. 7.
This is not the same at all. I don't understand where are you coming up with that?
Okay, well
What did you do before you came here to record this
let
podcast?
me say this then. Your pool is too small to get an accurate representation of the truth.
It's 3 out of 5. It's like rock, paper, scissors.
No, it's 3 people's opinion. That's not a big enough sample size to get an accurate description.
Shall
Honestly-
we ask all the people?
Yeah, poll the audience. I don't even care. I don't even have to participate in this. So you can't be mad at me.
Okay, so Beth, you're the swing vote.
Oh, am I?
You are, I guess. I mean, because here's the thing. I'm willing to.
And then you went and
Steven Tyler,
aggravated me.
we have a. That's
Look out.
fine because at the end of the day, when people listen to this, they're going to say, "Well, at least Ben thought Bruce Dickinson was better than
you
David Lee
are
Roth."
so manipulative.
I'm
And that's not even.
That's not true.
They're not going to say that.
They're
gonna
not going to
gonna
say that.
What are they going to say?
They'll. Okay, let them post it on Twitter.
Yeah,
So,
That's fine. I'll take the hate mail from.
okay, so
Oh my gosh, people are going to be mean on Twitter.
no, I'm just saying that people are going to be, because Elon Musk is going to allow people to say whatever they want. Is that still
He's
gonna
not
go
even going to
through?
buy them anymore. You're so behind the times.
That's what I was wondering. Are they going to? Is that going to go through?
No,
or
I don't
not?
think that's going through.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay, so we all agree. Do you agree with Steven Tyler? You agree?
He's already over here. It's done. That's done.
Okay, where was he on your list, Steven
7.
Tyler? That's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, he's-
Okay, so I mean, David Lee Roth wasn't even on my list. And I thought, and it's not like he was like accidentally not on my list. Like I purposefully left him off. my
Well,
list.
I didn't. I thought about Bruce Dickinson, but
You thought about it and then
I
you didn't
thought
put him on
I
there?
did. Yes, when Sean and I were talking.
What
I
was your
like,
reasoning for not putting him on there?
Because I don't. It's the. He doesn't check all the boxes
Which
for me.
box?
If y'all would go through my list, we would know.
Okay, let's go through Beth's list. She went to the trouble of making.
I wrote down the list. I made the trouble.
You specifically remembered stuff that is gonna sway for.
Would you like me to
Well, you
add
think
mystique?
she's gonna be
back?
on my side?
I don't even. Huh?
You think she's like trying to skew it to my side?
I'm not a
left-
vindictive
we
person.
left-
I just care about the facts.
We left Mystique off.
Fine. Dang.
She just wrote it.
I just can't write. I can't spell it.
But what box did he not check for you?
The sex appeal box. I don't want to.
But Freddie Mercury hit that for you.
That's yeah. I mean,
That's what you're saying.
Freddie Mercury just kind of transcends.
Oh,
A lot.
okay. Okay. I just want to make sure we're checking all the boxes for everybody the same way.
That mustache is pretty special.
Okay, we'll play your little game.
okay.
And I'll be fair.
You don't. It doesn't matter what you do. It's my decision.
Oh, I thought we were going to vote 2 out of 3.
Y'all can decide on who is the best
Okay.
out of each of these
But for
things,
style,
and then it's
I'm-
just math.
But for style, I'm gonna say Dickinson because I like leather over biker shorts.
okay, make your case.
Style, David Lee Roth.
That's your argument is style, David Lee Roth.
Well, no, I thought we were voting on that criteria.
Well, you both disagree, so that makes me the swing vote in this smaller class.
on the
Not only that, but I think that Bruce Dickinson helped develop a style for his genre a lot more so than David Lee Roth did for the hard rock genre. I think that a lot more people emulated Bruce Dickinson than they did David Lee Roth. Because I think David Lee Roth was into a trend already.
Well, yeah,
But I
and he
think-
looked like a lot of other people.
But I think Bruce Dickinson helped to define what the metal genre looks like even today.
I thought it was, when you said style, I thought it was more of a part of their persona and how they carry that style. Oh, God, I don't care.
Okay, cool. Sex appeal.
David Lee Roth.
Yeah, I agree with that probably.
Voice.
Bruce.
I mean, you agree
And
with
it's
that,
not
right?
even close.
That's for sure.
Bruce is one of the top 2 or 3 people we've listed maybe on the whole list.
There are some of these we can argue. That one's not really one of them.
Like, I think he's better than Freddie
Oh my
Mercury.
gosh, now you're acting like
Okay.
you're above this, man. You signed up for this. All right, energy.
David Lee Roth.
Oh, yeah, David Lee Roth wins the energy battle for sure.
See, this is why. Okay. Crowd command.
I think it's David Lee Roth.
Here's,
It's a different kind of crowd command. You know, I mean,
I think David Lee Roth is an attention whore. And I think
which is what makes
he
him a
is-
fantastic frontman.
Well, except that he is the front man for a band.
They are all a frontman
And
for
I
a
think,
band.
well, I know, but I think that the best front men are able to highlight others in the band.
And I think that
think
David Lee
Iron
Roth
Ma-
did
I
a
think-
fantastic job of
I
that
think-
with Eddie Van Halen.
I think Iron Maiden does a great job of being a band. I think they do a great job of we're a spectacle, much the same way that Kiss does. I think Kiss does a great job of kind of highlighting everybody in the band. But I feel like Iron Maiden is more like it is a show. It is a theatrical performance in addition to a concert. And I think Bruce Dickinson does a great job of orchestrating and directing that theater.
I disagree. You're going to have to do a swing vote on that one.
Let's talk about Mystique before I have to decide that.
Well, that's Bruce Dickinson all day.
What?
What's the mystique behind
There's
is why.
what's the
Lee
mystique?
Roth.
What's the mystique behind Bruce Dickinson?
It's metal. The whole thing's mystical.
What? What? You are.
It's deep. It's spiritual. It's philosophical.
I don't think that's what she means by mystique. I think she means
Yeah.
the mystique of the performer.
Yeah.
You
The
are
whole thing's
off your rocker.
I mean,
Oh my god.
this is why I didn't want to put 6 categories because here we are again.
Oh, it looks like you're the swing vote. Because we still got to order these suckers after we get them on.
what is the mystique behind David Lee Roth?
What's the mystique behind Bruce?
I asked you
Dickinson?
first.
No, he doesn't leave a whole lot to the imagination.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you
All right.
that.
So I guess it's Bruce Dickinson for
But-
that category.
What?
So
I don't
now
think
then
he
the-
has any mystique either.
What?
Bruce, what is the mystique?
Flying airplanes.
Ooh.
Okay, what the
that's right.
heck? Okay.
Great point. Okay, Beth, so what's the tally say?
Well, this is why I didn't want to put 6 categories because we didn't ever answer crowd command.
Well, you could break the tie and make it 4-2. Because it's tied right now. 1 vote for Bruce. So you could make this real simple and just break the tie.
Hear me out. Okay, say what you're
Go
gonna say.
ahead. It's okay.
No, say what you're gonna say. I need all the facts and all the information before I do this.
If David Lee Roth walks out, jumps out, toe touches out on stage and says, might as well jump, what's the whole room gonna say?
Because that's the
That's
song.
the song.
Hey. What are you saying? I'm just saying that the whole room, it's not just, Eddie and the, other background vocals over there. The whole room is going to do that.
Beth, I think you know what you got to do at
That's
this point.
such BS.
I think you got this figured out.
What song? I mean, what song? On
Bruce Dickinson controls the crowd with his voice.
what?
Because he
like
is
what? Like
amazing.
mind control? What does he do?
Yes,
And everybody
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, he puts people in a trance because he's so good.
Satan.
babe. Oh my God.
Did you just call? You, oh my God! You have to explain what you just did now, because that got really weird.
Yeah. I do that all the time. I did that to some girl at Brahms, dude.
What? You did it at an ice cream place? At
It was
Brahms?
a limeade, but
You just went up. Wait a minute. Time out. You went up to some random stranger at Brahms and said, Satan?
no. What? No.
Oh, that was you.
That was me. And Heather said, babe.
Which is equally weird.
No, I called her. I said, thanks, babe, when she gave me my limeade.
Ew, are you one of
Oh.
those people?
No, because I'm just like when I talk to Sean, I don't ever call him by his name.
I think what
We have
happened was.
gone off the rails.
Okay.
No, I just want to help you for a second, because you called your brother babe. And I think what happened was that this is probably a feeling that you have where when you have conversations like this with Sean, you just automatically went to that place.
Yes.
And you're like, babe.
Yeah.
Like, because I do
Yes.
that with Mark too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just to be clear,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
We still have to rank them 1 through 5.
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay. You about to be big mad. But like,
That's so dumb. Just go ahead and write it down.
Tony, can I explain myself or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would love for you to explain yourself.
Okay. I just want you to understand that this isn't because I had David Lee Roth on my list.
Uh-huh.
Like at number 4.
Yeah, and you had him at number 1 at one point.
I did.
So go ahead.
But with the arguments that were made, and we had to go, I'm going by math down here. That's what it's a mathematical certainty.
Oh my God.
Because of the arguments that were made, I think we. God, I don't even want to say it. but I
No,
think,
you don't, because it's dumb.
All right, Bruce Dickinson. So.
Oh my God, my own husband.
The Bruce Dickinson.
Well, this is broken. This list is
Okay.
already broken.
Well, now let's rank. So, can we at least say then that Bruce Dickinson should be number 5 since it was he barely got in by the hair of his chinny chin chin?
Or is he better than Steven Tyler?
No, he's not. He's not.
oh no, yeah, go ahead and take that argument.
He's
on.
not. Do we want to argue that? Do you want to be the same over there?
I don't care.
Oh, so she didn't get her way, so now I don't care.
All right. So first of all, is
Hi,
Robert?
I'm Heather,
okay.
and I'm the emotional one.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
So okay, stop. Time out.
Roll
Time
the
out.
first of the podcast.
You said I was
Okay, time out. Number 1 is Robert Plant. Number 1.
Nope, not necessarily.
I would say he is.
Well, then I'm outvoted, so it doesn't matter.
I would say that I like our 1, 2, 3 of Plant, Mercury, and Jagger. I like that order.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but I would go with it.
Where would you put them?
I think Mick Jagger would be above Freddie Mercury, but I know I see, but I don't find Freddie Mercury to be an all-around best frontman.
How come?
Because
He was almost my number 1.
he leans so much on his voice and his style, and not sure but people followed him because that was Queen. That was what they. If it could have been anybody else that could sing the same notes, and they would have been doing the same thing. I don't think that the crowd command was necessarily him. It was the music.
But he wrote the music.
Because you can put. That's not in question. You put what's his name? Who's fronting for them now? That guy from
Adam Lambert.
Yes, they're gonna do the same thing. They're still into it. They're singing the same amount that they would. The people are just as into it because it's Queen. It's Queen songs. It's the music.
I
It's
disagree.
not the person.
But I disagree. But I think he should at least be number 2.
Okay? I'll give you that. But you asked me for my opinion and then you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
That's fine. But you're like,
True.
well, then tell us your opinion. And then you don't care.
Talk like that.
She didn't
Yeah.
say she was going to accept it. She just wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you that I would agree
So-
with it.
So Robert Plant won?
Yes. Do you disagree, Heather? Because we agreed.
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay, fine. Check.
Because he was number one at one point on my list.
And I say Freddie Mercury too.
Okay.
I agree.
And of the ones that we have left, to be fair, I do have in the order on my list Mick Jagger, Steven Tyler, and then Bruce Dickinson.
And that's how I would leave it.
Okay.
Were you thinking about moving somebody up
No, I was just.
or moving somebody down?
No, I think Mick Jagger. Wait. Is he 3 or 4?
He's 3.
He would be 3 if we left it the same way.
So who's left?
Mick Jagger, Steven Tyler, Bruce Dickinson.
So Steven Tyler. Yes, I would go Steven Tyler, then Bruce Dickinson.
Okay.
Great.
A lot of eye rolling going on here right now.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
because
no
here-
one is satisfied.
I've debated in Bruce Dickinson's favor so long now. I almost want to put him number 1 or something, you know. I was like,
God.
skyrocket him to the top. But no, I'm fine. He made the top 5, so I'll be satisfied.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's.
He's so good though. He's incredible.
God.
He's incredible.
Great. So we're ready to read the top 5
Ready to read the top
that we
5.
have air quotes agreed upon. All right. Top 5 best frontmen, male frontmen in rock and roll. Number 1, Robert Plant. 2, Freddie Mercury. 3, Mick Jagger. 4, Steven Tyler. And 5, Bruce Dickinson.
I think that's a solid list.
It's a list.
You're
solid
so
I think
rude.
it's a solid list. You know, and I know that your butt hurt over over David Lee Roth.
I am.
Not being in there, but
I
again,
am.
I mean, we don't even know if he's the best front man in that band's history.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So, be that as it may, this was a fun one. This was fun. This was neat. I enjoyed this one very much.
I think Beth's the maddest of all, and
Yeah, because I got put in the middle, and y'all are like, "Well, your opinion's stupid because I can't make anybody happy."
Well, you're the swing vote. That's.
Except you don't, but you don't accept my decision
I accepted your decision.
because I went with yours.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So.
Anyway,
But anyway, great. So this has been the Music Podcast. Again, we would like you to follow us on Twitter at The Music List PC, or you can search for us as The Music List Podcast. We're also on Facebook. We have 2 Facebook, one page and one group. You can look for us there. We'd love to hear your opinion, where we got it right, where we got it wrong. Stay with us. And join us next time on the Music List Podcast.
Thanks for joining us on the Music List Podcast. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.
she almost had it.